So I think we're in. Let me start my video. There's a bit of a delay, I believe, on the old YouTube stream, so you may be seeing it about 20 seconds beyond what we're doing. So does everyone want to unmute themselves and say hello?
Hello.
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 Hi.
Hello.
This is chaos.
Happy Friday.
Once again, literally the only person in a Harchester United shirt. It's you guys.
Hello.
This is a bit like filming, isn't it? Hurry up and wait.
I should be late, right?
Let's shoot this shit. Oh, we're not live, are we?
So I think we've started. So welcome everybody. How are we all doing?
Very well.
Good.
Pretty good.
Good, mate. Thanks, man.
Thumbs up.
Huge thanks for organising this, Tim, by the way.
That's all good. All
Yeah,
good.
it's awesome.
You too,
Thank you.
Dan.
That's well done. It's tough.
And Clyde.
Thanks for coming, Neil.
There we go. I think we can hear people coming through. I don't know how long the delay is and when the stream started, but hopefully it was it was we've not kind of said anything too bad in the meantime. So first of all, everybody, just to say welcome, and it's great to have you all here. Hopefully we can raise a good amount for NHS Charities. That's the plan. So if anybody's listening to this and watching it out there, which I'm going to have a quick look at, it looks like there's 280 people at the minute. So
Amazing. That's more viewers than we used to get.
I think they may have heard that joke if we were streaming earlier on, but yeah, true.
More money than I in a week.
Button. There's a donate here button at the bottom, so people can click that, and hopefully we can get beyond what we've got now, which is 175 quid. If we could get to £1,000, that would be really, really good.
Yeah. Ricky.
Very good.
Go on, Jimbo.
Ricky.
What's up, Ricky's here?
Naismith's in the house.
Fucking hell,
And
man.
Robbie G as well, too.
Robbie G.
What's up?
Involved. Love it.
Drinks. Dad.
Yes. Hey.
Dad. Oh, geez.
How's the leg these days, Ricky?
The hammies.
The leg? No, you remember when you had the frame on your leg?
Oh yeah.
Oldham.
You did yours worse than mine, didn't you?
I broke my femur. Yeah. That was the last time I kicked the ball.
Hey, how many of you have had a hip replacement, though? How many of you have had a hip replacement?
Nearly.
Good to see you, son.
How you doing,
Billy
Dad?
Onions
How's
is
witness
here.
protection?
Tommy V, let's look at that tash, bro. Tommy Valentine, let's have a look at that tash, mate. Brazier.
Oh, do you know what?
Handlebars.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Coming on. It's coming on. It was out here. I just thought I'd trim it down.
Realise that was brazier.
Oh, how's it going, Lola?
Right.
Good to see your faces, boys.
Adam?
Yes, Robbie.
Yes, mate.
All good.
All good, bro.
Let me just. Where are we? Thanks everyone for bearing with me. Right, I muted everyone. So what do you reckon, people? Should we do shout outs for donations? So there's a chat going on the live stream right now. If people want to get us to want anyone on the cast to say anything or do anything, then feel free to write a comment and we'll look down and do shout outs if you make a donation. Does that sound, what do you reckon, people? Does that sound all right?
Mm-hmm. Good idea.
I reckon we should get Neil Newbon to do 10 kick-ups.
That depends what they want us to do, innit?
Yeah, I might have to take a bit of time on that one, man. I'll get back to you, okay? I still
Pay
don't play
Pete to
football,
keep his
just
clothes
in case
on.
you're interested.
Sorry, Neil.
Should we go
alright,
to the
that's the
first
truth.
question then, Pete? Should we go to the
What's
first
that?
question?
Yeah.
Okay, let me.
Yeah.
We've had some video messages sent in. The first one is from Andrew, the main man himself, who is the Dream Team diehard. You know, he's basically responsible, really, in large for this even happening because he's been keeping the dream alive. So without him, we probably wouldn't have bothered. Who knows? So let me play you the first video clip, and we can. Whoever wants to answer first can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi guys, fantastic to see all of your names attached to it tonight. I hope for a Harchester United manager face-off between Phil, Jamie and Terence, and Chucky as well because he was caretaker. I'm coming to you from Dream Team's second home, Ireland, and hopefully all of you will be back here once this is all over. But that brings me to my question for tonight, and it's one for all of you. What is the one thing you are all most looking forward to doing and getting back to when all of this is over and life has returned to normal? Thanks, guys.
There we go. So, what are we looking forward to, people, when this is all over, post-COVID?
Watching Liverpool lift the trophy, obviously.
When's that going to happen? October?
I'd say in about 2 games' time. But when we beat Everton, probably.
Looking forward to
Going for a pint.
Yeah, going for a pint. Hands up.
Yeah.
Who wants to go just to a pub? I just want to go to a pub.
Yeah.
Pub.
Seeing loved ones and be able to give them a big fat hug.
Yeah, seeing
No,
me
don't
more.
touch each other. Don't touch each other.
I know.
Have a barbecue, but don't have a barbecue, but don't touch each other.
Ricky Whittle, you're muted, mate. I've just unmuted you.
Am I the only one who wants to stay home?
Yeah.
Am I too young to retire? I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there.
What's happening? Are you in LA, mate?
Yeah, I'm in LA, mate. And it's sunny. It's chilled. I don't have to talk to anyone. No one comes to see me. I'm okay with this. Amazon Prime is just delivering everything. I don't need to move.
Including American Gods?
Pardon, mate?
It's including American Gods, yeah?
Well, season 3's already finished. So, I mean, we're good for a while. You know, I've got that's coming in. We're good.
So what's it like being a superstar in Hollywood, bro?
I wish. Let's talk about all the other talented people on this living thing that's done loads of great stuff. But seriously, can I just say one thing? I've never had the opportunity to do this like face to face, even though it's not face to face. Terence Maynard, I account you. You are the reason I have a career, and I tell this story every single time. When I auditioned for Dream Team, I'd never acted before in my life. I had an audition with Val Farron, and she put me through to the next stage, and it was paired up father and son. And I was paired up with you, Terence, and I think they wanted you anyway, so it's whoever was paired with you. So I was already doing okay. And it was when you grabbed the shit out of me in the audition, and I didn't know you could touch people. And you scared the crap out of me. And so when the scene finished, they were like, "That was really good, Ricky. Well done. You've never acted before. You look really scared." So I think Terence Maynard started my career. I owe you everything. I love you. Thank you so much for all the advice, everything you gave me on set, all the teachings that you gave. It was a proper father-son moment, man.
Ricky, save it for the Oscars, mate. Save it for the Oscars.
No, because I've got to thank my mum.
That's awesome, man.
But yeah, thanks anyway, Tez, man. It means a lot to me, man. You're my big hero, and I really do think you started everything from scaring the shit out of me in that audition.
And on that note, Tez, what's Tom Cruise like?
Tez, you're on mute.
Let's unmute Tez. What's Tom Cruise saying?
What's Tom? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is a dude, mate. I mean, to be fair, he's got to be the hardest working guy I've ever seen. Involved with everything, not just the actors, the lighting, the camera crew. It was just a joy to be on set with him, to be honest. I mean, everybody asked me, "Oh, what's Tom Cruise like?" And I was to say he was just a real decent geezer to everybody, to everyone.
Sorry, I didn't ask a better question.
No, that's fine.
Should we go to another question from a filmed one?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Here we go. Hopefully you'll get sound this time. Do let me know if you can't hear it.
Hi everyone, hope you're keeping well. I've got 2 questions to ask. I've got 19 Harchester shirts in total.
Wow.
Some with the names of the likes of Clyde Connolly.
Yes!
I've got that one.
Big Man, Curtis Alexander.
Big Man.
Jamie Parker. And Tommy V. So, what memorabilia do you guys have left from when you were on the show? My second question is about a charity match that was played at Oldham Athletic in December 2003.
Oh no! Let's pause there. Let's pause there.
I scored an amazing goal at that. Jamie Parker scored an amazing goal.
Memorabilia. Let's talk about memorabilia. Okay, so before
Ask Tice.
let me mute everyone so we can hear Tice's response. Tice, talk to us about memorabilia. What memorabilia you've got? Unmute yourself, mate.
Do you know what? I think I've got one shirt left. I think I've only got one shirt. That's it. Everything's been given away.
eBayed.
Everything's been eBayed. Yeah, I've only got one shirt. Not even got a Tyson shirt left.
Neil Newbon's got a shirt though, hasn't he?
He's got a shirt, yeah.
He's put it
and
back
Neil
on.
fits into his shirt. I wouldn't even be able to fit into my shirt anymore.
If I put my shirt on, I would be Tire Boy if I put my shirt on.
Let's stand up. Let's have a look.
Unmute.
Head and shoulders, mate. You're all good. You'll have to unmute yourself. Actually, let's do that. Anyone else got some good Dream Team memorabilia?
Yeah, I've got quite a few. I don't know if you remember the blue sweat tops with they were like a very bright blue sweat. They were nice tops. I've still got that. I've still got Ray Wyatt's tracksuit and a couple of pairs of shorts and socks, I think.
Well, I was around my mother's house. I was socially distancing the other day, and she came up to me and she said, "I've just looked in the cupboard, and I've seen these. What the hell are they?" And I was like, "They're brand new. Well, they're not brand new. They're about 20 years old. Goalkeeper gloves from the show. Sells.
eBay. eBay.
How much will I get from?
I've still got all of my scripts. Would you believe?
That's quite scary.
That's
why.
No, I got 2 shirts made for my kids at the time with their names on it.
That's cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is nice.
I've got this.
A cashmere overcoat.
What's that, Dapper?
That leather coat, that pimp coat. No, that's gone.
I've got a cashmere overcoat. It was
You
Jeff's.
stole that? Hold on.
I've got it upstairs.
Let me see what Dapper. What's that you've got?
Well, we played one of the games, charity games, and this was meant for the team. So I took it as the captain of the team, but I never gave it back to anyone. So I just still have it from one of the games. And I remember the phone call I got from the guys in the bus coming back home. It was just all swearing. I still have it. That's like 16 years ago. My God.
Wow, you never opened it?
No. I only drink
It's
water.
not any different, Dapper.
Muslim, he doesn't drink.
And I had a pink suit.
Tim, you must have quite a bit of memorabilia.
Mate, this is the thing that I'm most proud of. Do you remember them that Tiff made for everybody?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember those at all. I don't remember them.
Oh, yeah.
Tiff from costume, when she had a lot of spare time on her hands, clearly made like an effigy of a voodoo doll of every single cast member that was on it at the time. I was that person. And my character was just basically a punch bag who because he just spent his whole time getting smashed about by everybody. I think Dapper, you gave me a smack.
Never.
You cared at one point, I think. Chucky, did you?
Possibly.
No, I never got one, mate. I never got one of those. I don't remember that. Definitely.
Oh, mate.
I think mine would have been thicker though. Good to see you, boys, man.
Yes,
good to see you, Chucky. Good job, man. See you, Chucky.
What's happening? What's happening, man?
Yes,
Sorry, I'm late to the show, man.
Always. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Hey, this has just made my week, man. Look, this is real. What's that? What's happening?
Late coming around.
You know, I say true to the game, right? Triple double. You know,
Double.
for those that know.
Yeah, I'm running low, so I'm just going to put my camera on.
So should we do the second part of the question that he had? Because it was about Oldham.
Easy, D.
Here we go.
I'm definitely going.
Feel free to mute if you don't.
I remember Tim, Chucky, Peter, Jim, and Ray. Maybe some other you guys were there.
A rewind.
Jim wasn't there twice.
Do you guys have left from when you were on the show? My second question is about a charity match that was played at Oldham Athletic in December 2003. I remember Tim, Chucky, Peter, Jim, and Ray. Maybe some other you guys were there on the night. There was a meet and greet at the Best Western Hotel, Smokies Park in Oldham, the night before the game, and we ended up, a group of us, going to that when I was about 19, and we ended up getting drunk with some of the cast and had a great night out. There was the match the day after, and I remember Tim had a bit of argy-bargy with Ian Dowie and telling us about it in the Players' Lounge afterwards. What's your memories about that weekend in particular? Cheers, guys.
Second part. What?
Don't remember nothing.
I remember loads about this weekend and stuff that we obviously cannot mention.
Yeah.
One thing I can mention is the first time that I met James DeFern, who's become one of my best friends. So he's a big kiss to James DeFern. We never actually worked together on the show. The second memory I remember is I came off the bench because I was so hungover with about 10 minutes to go, and I think I got fed through the ball and then chipped it over the keeper as a goalkeeper to score a goal in that match. So it was a great weekend.
Congratulations. The fact that you can even remember that. I don't remember half.
I remember Rio was there and just being like blown away that he was like supporting us. And
was Oldham the one when it all kicked off?
Yeah, Ian Bowie lost.
What do you mean the one?
Dowie.
What do you mean the one?
He smashed Dowie. He hit someone.
I remember, yeah. And Answer had to pull him aside. No, at half time, Answer pulled him aside or something and said, "Look, you know, it's for charity or something like that." And then because he was going in like, you know, he was playing proper football. I mean, we are proper football, so I understand, but it wasn't pretty.
I remember one of the standout charity matches for me had to be it was a kind of bittersweet situation. This applies to Ricky because I remember I can't remember where it was.
Broke his leg,
right?
Yeah.
Ricky, you know, Ricky was always hey, what's happening, Ricky, man? Ricky was always gun ho. Ricky would always go for every challenge. Never, no half-hearted challenges. He just didn't believe in that.
Ricky
broke his leg.
Amazing though. Like,
no, come on, man. And I remember it was I was
he scored that game.
He took him off. Where was it?
Berry.
Berry.
Yeah.
Was it Macclesfield?
All I remember is that when he got carried off, it was really weird. We didn't have to say anything, but we just knew within ourselves that we're going to win this match and we're going to win it big. I wish we did.
I scored a penalty.
We didn't say anything, but we just knew within ourselves we're going hard. This has now become a serious match, and we're going to do it in honor of Ricky. I'll never forget that amazing unison and kind of this camaraderie that we had when it came to matches. But that particular
we always gave a good account though. But I think that was largely down to people like Pete Mack, aka Lewis McGillicuddy, and the other footballers on the team.
All the ringers, you mean?
And Daffer.
That game, all it took, Ricky, was
Daffer.
Oh, and another
we played hard.
The best away ones got to be Dublin.
Oh yeah,
Dublin. Dublin was fantastic.
Fucking Dublin, man. Let's not talk about anything Let's just say that's it. Let's leave it there. Leave it there. Leave it there.
Discriminating.
Dublin,
Yeah.
They were
As
legends.
soon as we got off that plane and we're treated like the Beatles, that's it's over.
Mate, the police escorts, the police top riders,
Over.
all up with the coach, it was nuts.
Over.
Absolutely nuts.
Absolutely over.
It was special. It was special.
Do you remember picking up the young boy along the way for the journey? He was a young fan, and we stopped to let him on the bus.
Yeah.
He couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. See, I knew the show was big, but I didn't realize how big until we went to Dublin.
I think in Dublin, Harchester was the biggest selling football shirt.
Yeah, I heard that.
It was second behind Manchester United. So it was ahead of Liverpool and Arsenal.
In front of Manchester United.
It was Man United, then Harchester, then the City teams.
When we played Shelbourne had never had a crowd as big as the one that turned up to watch a fictitious football team in a real match. He drew a bigger crowd than their real team did, so that was something.
It was.
It was the professional team we went against, and we really get a good account of ourselves.
Shelbourne.
If I remember correctly,
Shelbourne.
we done so well. I remember the first half. I think they were only beating us by 1 or 2-0, and they were so embarrassed at the fact that they were losing to a fictional team that they brought out the big boys. They were in pre-season.
That's right. Yeah.
They were in pre-season. In the second half, they brought out the big boys. That was a testament to how good we were. Actually. They didn't realize. They thought we were crap, but then all of a sudden, these guys can really play. The second half.
We had the one against Smash FC where it ended up in a big punch up because Hubbo decided.
That was good. That was good because they wanted it so bad, didn't they? They wanted it so hard because they were a reality football show, weren't they? They had to beat us, and they didn't.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Can I ask a question in terms and being very inclusive? Can we hear from some of the ladies? About, I don't know, because they went on these. They went on these trips. What was their kind of views?
Hey, Angie.
I remember the Shelbourne.
This reminds me of how you guys were on set.
I played well.
Go on, Angie. What were you saying, Angie?
I just said you can't get a word in edgeways. No, not really. Saying about at Shelbourne, just I can remember that as well, the crazy crowds, and we had to have like bodyguards and stuff and getting lifted out of the crowds because they were like, mental. I've never seen anything like it. Yeah.
Surreal, man. Surreal. Surreal, honestly.
It's good to see you, Bread Knife.
What's it like though? It'd be interesting to hear actually, because it was like just a bit of a sausage party, wasn't it? Really, all the time.
Party me.
Yeah, like
in the spirit of inclusivity.
Like in terms of just blokes being really crude all the time, always like poo, talking about poo and other things. And
that was just Lucinda.
And the rest.
I just, you know what I found? So I did season 8 with the boys, and they were lovely, and they joked, and they the entire season. I know him. I know him. So that's fine. I took down the chin for any of the actors that don't know me. The boys took the piss out of me the whole time. No,
we done it because we liked you.
I
love the name drop.
Love a name drop. Know him. I'm picking the name up. It's rolling across the floor. I'm catching them in my basket bag. No problem. But always good value. But I thought the boys really, and I'm sorry guys, you know, I had a wonderful time with you, and actually it's the best gig I've ever done as an actress. But you did really think you were footballers, like you used to about like, every night.
Sorry, can I chip in at this point and say I did not. Can I chip in and say I did not at any point think I was a footballer?
Yeah, we know that, Neil.
Neil bought the football and
you were footballers, and you used to go out, turn up late, demand your biscuits at 11 a.m. with your tea, several times. Sorry.
Didn't happen when I was there. Not on my clock.
Listen, mate, let me tell you something. I just all I remember is that Dream Team retired me from many a practice. That's 3 years. I was retired. I retired me after year 3. I packed it in. Drinking. I was done.
I'm sorry to put you all out, by the way.
Guys, I'm going to read out some of the comments because I know that there's a lot of people listening to this who probably would like us to kind of at least acknowledge what they're saying in their questions. So I'm going to mute everybody. Feel free to have a look and if down the chat on the live stream on YouTube, and if there's any questions you want to feel like you want to answer. There's a lot of like hatred for my terrible organisation and not making it work very well. So apologies on that. Jim Alexander, wow, not a Northerner. There you go, Jim. You've surprised a few. Ray Wyatt was still the best coach. Arash Bahrami, loving it. Kieran Riley saying Georgia Zaris has still got it. There you go. Love this already. People excited to see Tash Joseph cuts. People are obviously upset. There's people that aren't here, but of course, over how many years was it running? 10 years. We were never going to get everybody on this. So who knows? Maybe it will happen again in another 10 years' time.
Billy Vicky Rose is on there. Remember her from Costume? What's up, Billy?
Billy's there. Yes, Billy. Yeah, just recently reconnected with Billy. Great to see her. There was somebody else. I saw Ben Coles had made a message. Dave Matheson, who's on here, who just gave us our last question. I know he's still a massive Dream Team fan. Angela Telford says, "Am I the only one having a meltdown over Luke Davenport in that Harchester United top?"
I had to take it off. It's too fucking hot, man. Literally had to take it off. It's like a blanket.
Russell Keefe says you need a proper sound person. Do you remember Russell?
Boom in.
Cheeky bugger. Yeah, really Russell in there, really. David H says this is easily the best thing all lockdown. He's retracted a couple of comments. Should we answer a question? There's a lot of love for Marcel Sabatier. There's even some French people here. Kieran Riley's just donated £20. Can we all I'll unmute everyone and say big thank you.
Well done. Thank you. Well done.
Thanks, Kieran Riley.
Thanks, Kieran.
If anybody is wanting to donate, we'd really appreciate that. The link to the Just Giving page, Harchester ReUnited, is in the description. So thank you for that. Let's have a little look what we're at the minute. Was 175. What's it gone up to? 325. There we go. That's
nice one. Nice one.
Guys, keep donating.
Yeah, man. That would be amazing if we can get to a grand tonight. That would be really, really good. We'll sing the Dream Team song for you or something.
You'll sing the Dream Team song, team.
You'll all support me. We're all on a team. Not my team. Let's see if there's a question I can ask. Jaws Viv Wright is an absolute nutter. What I remember him robbing Jules with Clyde and Lee Presley. I did try to get in touch with James Watts. Alex, do you know what's happened to Watts? Is he about any?
I've not seen him for years now. Not heard from him.
No, I've not seen him.
I heard he's on the golf course. He's going to ring me back.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, no, it would have been amazing to see him. Ben Price, thank you. He's just donated 30 quid.
Well done, Ben.
The price.
Nice one, Ben.
Keep it up.
Phil says, could you please get Jeff Stein to sort out the Jadon Sancho to Man United transfer law?
No.
Go
to Arsenal.
There's a shocking question here, shocking statement. Jim Alexander was on a big night out before the Torquay game. Saw you in the club. You were very rough the next day. I'm shocked.
It's true.
Did we go to Torquay?
You started on the coast journey. 6 hours to Torquay.
Don't know what you're talking about.
The question just come up from John Kelly. This is good. Who would you cast to play your character in a reboot of Dream Team? That's from John Kelly.
George Clooney.
It's got to be Morahan, surely.
Is Screech from Saved by the Bell still acting? Because if so,
he's doing porn now, I believe. He's a porn director or something, or an actor. So yeah, he's still in the business.
I'd get Ricky Whittle. Quality.
Terry Crews to play Curtis.
He'd never get them silver and blue boots on. I'm going to go and get Droyle.
I gotta go get Droyle.
I'm going to get LL Cool J to play me.
Who?
LL Cool J.
Yeah,
obviously.
We can work with that.
Completely.
We can work with that.
I go with that
That's
too.
a good likeness there, right? Yeah.
Don't call it a comeback.
I mean,
go to another question from the video chat. That's all right with everyone. Just before we do, obviously on Twitter on the run up to this and on the chat now, people asking about Fletch. Of course, we would love to see Fletch, and sadly Fletch couldn't be here this evening. But yeah, he's doing well, and we love him very much. So big up Fletch, Terry, if you're watching.
For us guys here, I'm planning to see him once this is all over. I'll give personal messages and we can catch up somewhere in central London privately.
Definitely privately.
Yeah, sounds like the other day as well. Funny enough, I saw Tel
Big love, TK.
A couple of months ago. I saw Tel, and yeah, looking really well.
Yeah,
he's looking handsome, man.
Yeah, man, looking smooth.
Reynolds.
Yeah, great, absolutely. Barda musty.
Yeah, get us another beer, mate. Don't worry.
I'm going to mute everyone, and we're going to just do another question from the video, if that's okay.
Hello, it's Eliza Awan here. It's so great to be with you this evening and for such a great cause. So my question for you this evening is, who was your favourite character in Dream Team?
Favourite character? Who was your favourite character?
Didier Baptiste for me.
Didier Baptiste, why?
Yeah, it was just his Gallic shrug, and Tom, the actor who played him, was just brilliant. And he wasn't a great footballer in real life, and I've never seen somebody's game improve so much. So yeah, Didier Baptiste, and not only that, a certain newspaper that rhymes with scum put up a story that Liverpool were in to buy Didier Baptiste, and that was a true story.
So funny, I remember that.
Yeah, hilarious.
Who was your favourite character?
Who?
Ange.
Angie.
Your favourite character was?
I'm gonna.
Dad.
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 I've muted before, but I actually spoke to Terry just this morning, and he actually said just spoke to him over the phone briefly, and he said that he again said his apologies and said to send his love to all of you. So big love from Tel.
I'm back to Terry as well.
Yeah. So yeah, he was my. You got to just love the cheekiness. I don't cheeky chappy ever again.
Terry was Dream Team, right?
Yeah. Still is. Yeah.
hanging on to it.
He wasn't a bad player, to be fair, was he?
Yeah, his character.
Yeah.
No, Terry himself was a good player.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quality.
It's good at over a kicks, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Dino, were you in a boxing gym?
No, I'm in prison.
Oh,
you got to hurry up. I've got an hour. The lights are going to be out, boys. You got to hurry up.
He's got to put his phone away.
You watch that's going to go wow, isn't it? No, I'm not at home actually. Hopefully. You put me in the dungeon. This is the only place I can see. I was going to say, Ricky, I know what you're saying when no one comes to see you. I live with a family, they still don't come and see me, but.
There was a question that came up on Twitter. It came up because the Dream Team Die Hard. And it was about Phil, your iconic team.
I'll talk to you in a minute. I'm just on there listening.
Did you know, Phil, that it was going to become so iconic?
The team talk.
Yeah, your team talk.
The one with the with the sort of epic sweeping music and the.
Should You watch it.
Yes.
Yes.
We did a bit of a kind of a tribute to you, Phil, because it was so epic. A few of us got together and were supported by some actors from the workshop to create a bit of a homage. We'll watch it.
Are you okay, Gaffer?
Yes.
Listen. Listen. It's only a game of football. We win it, we lose it.
So what? People who think that are blaspheming.
This game means everything to each and every one of us.
We do anything.
We give anything.
To be out on that pitch playing. Oh, we dread the day that it's snatched away from us.
So we're stuck up on our glories.
Keep them treasured. Right here.
In hope that one day when we're old, they'll keep us going.
Because they are our lives.
If we lose our football, we are dead men.
You're going to look back on today, because it's going to be one of your treasures. And we're going to hold on
No matter what they throw at us.
and we will win.
We don't die.
We go out there and we live forever.
In the memories of those who took part.
Those that came to see.
Forever!
Forever! Forever!
Yes!
Yeah! Yeah!
That was epic.
Genius.
You taught them well, Tim. You have taught them well. There was a couple of rogue ones who weren't very good. I don't know who they were, but the Nottingham guys are great. I mean, you got Welsh guys in Nottingham as well. He was good. I liked him. That was great, man.
Powerful. That's a powerful speech. Isn't it? It's a really strong speech.
Yeah, I mean, you know what the writers they obviously Ben has gone on to some great stuff. He was one of the writers in that. I think is that season 8. I think Ben
Harris.
Ben's surname. Ben Harris. Yeah, Ben's got.
Ben Harris.
It was Jesse as well. Jesse O'Mahony.
Yeah,
Jesse Mahoney.
Yeah, they were great. They were really good, and they were sort of like buzzing off the character and just writing all sorts of ludicrously epic things that kind of would only work in Dream Team. No other sort of like show that wasn't sort of shot like that. But yeah, it's good.
Was that just before everyone died?
Yeah, I think I just killed Terry. Or
Wait, back up. Everybody died
again.
Again?
No, I can't remember. I can't. Yeah, it was just. I think it was actually. Yeah, not long before the coach.
Yeah, it was John Morrison. Was the actor? I don't. So.
Don Barker.
Don Barker. That's it.
Don Barker.
Yeah.
And he killed everyone in the coach explosion or whatever it was.
What was it like for people that were still in the show at that point when you found out it was all ending? Because obviously I'd left before that, but I often wonder what it must have been like to suddenly find out how it was, that it was finishing, how it was going to finish, and that it was all over. I mean, what was that like, and how did you find that out, and all that stuff?
Well, you had the best ending.
you had the best ending. To go up and just to coach was not, that's not how you want to go.
I tell you what was really bad is I remember talking about Terry Kiley, he's wonderful as Fletch. He, if I remember, because I only did one season, I remember Terry read the script and found out when he read the script that he was dying and nobody told him. Which I thought wasn't.
Nice.
Just
That's part of the course, though, isn't it, in this game?
Yeah, that's the industry. Yep.
I think he should have been brought into the office. Obviously, I'm opening up a can of worms here, but I think personally he should have been brought into the office and told, because he'd done 8 seasons and he was such a legend and wonderful at playing Fletch, that he should have been told rather than read it when he got it in his little slot.
I'm kind of expecting Terry to turn up and go, "Oi!"
Sorry to interrupt, but I got a little duty I have to go and do with my little one. So much love. Peace. Great to see all of you. Thanks for not ripping on me too hard for my terrible football skills. Much appreciated. See you around, all right? Let's do this again.
Oh, man.
Bye.
See ya.
See you, mate.
Well, I think we've got 10 minutes if people have got enough in them for another 10.
Yeah.
You've got to get me Coco in a minute.
Lucy, what was it like having Don as a dad?
Oh, to work with John Morrison was great. He was wonderful, and everyone knew Don Barker as vindictive, chauvinistic, wanted to kill everyone. It just worked with that actor. Because I went from children's TV to my first adult role on Dream Team, which is great to work with you as well. And to have John as so close to me, and also Colin Harris, Frank Stoney, was I had a lovely family to work with. So yeah, it was great. John Morrison's bloody awesome. It's brilliant. So to work with him was great. It really helped me, do a better character role than what I would have done maybe without him. And also Colin was great.
John was an actor who took like a long time off as well, didn't he? He hadn't been acting for like 10 years or something, and then he decided to come back to acting, and then he was so good. I was like, geez, this is it's something. If any of you want to give up 10 years, come back.
I spent a lot of time with Mr. Brody, and also Chucky Venn, and also Ricky. I mean, the lot of guys I worked with are on the call, which is great. And obviously Tommy Valentine, classic. So all of you were wonderful when I joined, because obviously I had done children's TV for a long time, and it was a completely different ball game. And I enjoyed Danny Husbands was great as well. He's on the call. I know he was great, and a lot of you I haven't worked with, but the boys that I did, were very supportive, apart from the banter. But when we're doing scenes, you were so unselfish to work with. It was a lovely experience, and I thank you all for that.
Still a lot like working with children, though, I'd imagine.
I think that's a fair assessment there, Danny. Yeah.
It's a fantastic training ground, I think, for everybody. You've got you've got really seasoned actors going through it, and new people as well. And it was a fantastic learning. It was the same for me. I mean, I went on it. I learned a lot from Ray, producer, and many others on there sort of coming through as well. I was really green when I got onto Dream Team, and I learned a lot of my trade through there.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've forgotten it all, of course. Every time I get upset, but
someone just pulled his friend.
Do you know what I found, and agree with me or disagree with me, I found that the casting director at the time was the lady before Victor Jenkins. I can't remember.
Val Farron.
They took a chance on actors that were fresh and new.
Cheap.
Yeah, cheap.
Yeah, and paid them $2 bob.
Come on, let's not lie.
That's why everyone died.
After 3 years, it was a rule.
I was
3
asked
years
to
was
be
the
killed.
rule.
Thank you. I was
Didn't apply
asked to be
to
killed.
didn't apply to Ricky though, but 3 years was the rule. Aside from
Oh, hey, that's only because Jane Hewland came up with my character. She personally came up with Ryan Naismith, and that's why he survived all the time.
I had a great row with Jane Hewland. They hadn't paid my overtime for about 3 weeks. So I down tools. I said, I'm not doing any more overtime until you yeah, exactly. Until you pay me what you owe me. So I had to go to the office and it all kicked off. And Jane's on the phone to me saying the days of queuing at the dock gates for your wages are over. Anyway, she wrote me out after that, I think. But yeah, that was it. That was an interesting time, I have to say.
You got paid, Mark. That's brilliant.
Exactly. Yeah. Eventually.
We did.
But you know what? On a serious
I've got to interrupt. Sorry, because Tom Pritchard says if Ricky gives us a yeah, baby, Naismith, he'll donate 20 quid.
Yeah, baby, Naismith.
That was worth it.
Thanks, Pritchard. Good man. Yes, Tommy.
There was a question from Ade and Lisa, which was just about what was your favourite scenes, and some of the scenes were quite difficult and hard. How did you kind of manage those difficult scenes? Chris Brazier with Billy Onions, we've not heard from you for a while. What was your favourite scene? What can you remember?
Oh, too many. I mean, obviously, I'd just come out of drama school. This was my first innings in a professional gig. I do recall. In fact, actually, it was a scene with you. You were just it was your storyline. You were going to commit suicide. We had a really touching scene, yeah, that sticks out in my mind. And
you were one of the few people that got to go abroad and actually film, though, weren't you?
What stays abroad, what happens abroad, stays abroad. But yeah, I've got some stories about John Morrison. It was yeah, we had a good time. First week filming out in Portugal. And I'd been out with John Morrison the night before, and we'd consumed some alcohol. It was good. And I woke up in the morning, and the director, first AD, and location scout were at the end of my bed, and I was naked from the waist down. And I looked up, and they were there, and they're like, your call time was 7. It's 7:30. I was like, oh, really? And 10 seconds later, I was downstairs, and half an hour later, we were filming. And
hope you had your trousers on.
no trousers. I was just wearing my Harchester top.
Shirt cocking it.
Yeah, I had a good time on that show. It was baptism of fire. I still thought I was at drama school, but yeah, I learned a lot. Yes.
2 words. Straight bunky. I'll say no more than that. Sorry.
Yeah.
What were the other kind of like sound bites from the show? Because there was so many sayings and kind of
loads
that people would say and use all the time.
My wife and I still use an expression that Chucky said to me once. It was when Andy Ansel would bring in all the goodies. He'd get the sponsors, and he'd come in with the trainers. And I'd spotted these gold trainers, and I grabbed them and I put them on. I was like, yeah, I'm having these. So I started wearing them for Viv Wright. And Chucky I saw him looking at them, and he just looked at me. Give me those trainers, please. Give me those trainers, please. It was sort of mildly threatening. I didn't know. No, Chuck, I'm having them. And he's like, no. It was just.
He used to do it in the still for lunch. He's doing it still for lunch. He's like, oh, can you lend us £1? I want to get. The fucker would have 3 different dinners.
I remember his one that I love. It's still
triple double.
It's I'll be Panther. Do you remember that one?
That was
the other one I remember from Sexy was Jermaine. And I
Jermaine.
I'm sorry. He went, defo not going out tonight, Jermaine. I was like, Jermaine,
The best one that I remember
So
is
many.
Harry. I miss Harry. Harry used to come out with us every evening.
Oh, Harry Freeman.
Harry.
Harry Freeman, that's right.
Dress up in a costume. Alex still must have the sheepskin coat. Yeah, he went out with gravy-stained tracksuit bottoms, sheepskin coat, to a fashion show, vomited everywhere, and still managed to attract about 3 women. They were fighting over him at the end of the night.
Alex was gangster. He was gangster. I must admit, definitely. Yeah. He epitomised rebel with no cause.
Sexy on the show, but Alex Lawler is responsible for so much of the way I talk. Like he has such, like profound kind of mannerisms and saying, like, "Oh, sorry about that. Sorry." Bothered cream, like he dipped in his bothered cream.
New sprints, Bob.
Oh damn!
One of the things, so we should just probably say to people again, can you donate to? That's why we've really done this, is because everyone's been very kind and given up their Friday evening to do this. Hopefully, we're at £617. So hopefully,
oh come on,
thank you. If someone could put their hands in their pockets. We've had recently Oliver Hunt, Tom Pritchard did donate 20 quid. Ricky, thanks to your. I mean, you're literally printing pound notes, Ricky, with your mouth.
It's the money, baby.
It's how we roll.
Can I ask a question, Tim?
Yeah.
And the question is to Ray. Ray, I'm really intrigued to understand what you've been going through with regards to what you're doing right now and how it all came about, and then possibly we might be able to give you all a clap and raise some money for people like yourself.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks, Jim, but I've already had the clap.
I gave it to you. Sorry,
I'm here all week. Try to Bill. I just, it wasn't working out with the acting, and I've got fed up with driving a cab. Wanted to do something a little bit more fulfilling for the rest of my working life. So I joined the NHS and become an ambulance driver.
Good on you, buddy.
That's absolutely awesome.
Love that. Thank you.
Proud daughter.
Thank you. Thank you.
How's it going?
Tash, how's Hope?
How's Hope? She's lost all moment, I think.
No hope.
I suppose we could wrap up then with just some people have sort of said about Dream Team and whether it'll come back. I think put any kind of I don't know. People are asking why it's never been re-shown on whatever. My understanding is I actually spoke to Jane Newland. I think it was Jane Newland.
They don't want to pay us.
Have you seen the state of us?
So that's why it's never been shown, because they can't afford, or there's no way of getting the music and the rights cleared for that and the football, the Premier League footage. But people have said about, whether or not it should ever come back. I mean, what are your thoughts? Should it come back? Will it ever come back?
Absolutely. I think, I 100% think
there's room for it, isn't there? There's definitely room for it.
If you go on Tyson's eBay account, you might find some DVDs.
Brilliant.
I've got
eBay. Yeah. If you watch Ballers with the Rock playing the part, the Rock plays the part of actually the thing, but it's a very similar series, and I think with the budget they're paying, there's no way that will ever come out unless the Premier League are prepared to pay millions of pounds to have a big budget show. And do footballers actually want to show what really goes on? Do we?
And while you're talking, because you weren't an actor coming onto the show, as some of the other people in the show, you were sort of primarily a football fan. What was it like as a non-actor coming?
Back to me. Someone having a row in the background there.
Oh yeah. Everyone mute.
No, let's listen to it. It sounds really interesting.
Who's in the background?
It's kind of what I'm going to say.
Hold off.
This is proper drama.
Do you want my answer now? I was listening to that. I had no idea. I mean, I wasn't an actor. I came in as a sort of.
I mean, I heard that we were over like 30 years old.
Oh, it's blinding.
Yeah, I know, but I was watching the news. It didn't say anything about America.
I've been watching the news.
I tell you what, I'll mute everyone. We've got to give Pete's no. Yeah, what was it like coming onto?
You know what? I had no idea with the acting community. I got into it just by chance through Andy Answer, who I owe a hell of a lot to.
Yeah, respect to Andy Answer.
Yeah, I've never laughed so much in my life, and I think the people like myself who came in there, it was Paul Linger, and I don't know if you guys know about Paul Linger. He was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in December. He wasn't given much of a chance. He had an operation with help through the PFA. He seems to be doing okay at the moment, but I've not spoken too much to him. Andy Grant. There was a few of the extra type players, but I think we sort of brought I just found that actors liked to not button themselves up, but like to be told how great they are, and footballers just put each other down. And we just found a happy medium between the actors and the extras, which made it work, you know. And again, a massive shout out to the cast and the crew behind the people on here today, because they were we were just one big family. And I know we don't really speak to each other much now, but like aunts and uncles, once we come together, it's like a big family again. And seeing you guys today has been absolutely wonderful. And I hope we can catch up again. I know everyone's busy in what they're doing, but when we catch up, it was for me, one of the best times of my life. I've never laughed when my belly felt like it was going to split. So the mix between the two, I just think, I don't remember Robbie G. I think he's gone walkabout here, but Robbie G said to me, "You will never ever get on a show like that again." And I did a few little bits and pieces, and he was right. Never. I would have. The money I earned was probably a third of what you guys earned, and I would have done it. I would have paid to do it again. I would have paid to do it all over again.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Pete. We're at £707. So I
come on,
yeah, brilliant. Come on.
Well,
come on, Ricky, do your thing.
Where are we off to? You know, everyone going out tonight?
We've still got a couple of people listening. So what can we do to get us over the grand mark?
Right.
Get Ricky to take his top off.
Yeah, get his abs out.
His shorts off. Get his shorts off.
Hey, I've got my shorts on.
To be fair, not many people know this, but Buzzman's the biggest one I'd ever seen. Buzzman was like a Tyrannosaurus's leg holding an apple.
You're going down the wrong road with that.
Let's ring Buzz up. Let's ring Buzz up.
So can we have awards for best background? Because Georgia and Dapper look real professional, by the way.
Yeah.
Big time.
The obligatory
political reporter. very fancy, Georgia and Dapper.
Dapper, you were filming.
I've been setting up since I got the email a week ago. I've been fixing this thing. I've been trying to.
Dapper hasn't aged a bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at some of you guys, and I'm thinking you look like slimmer and younger than like when I remember meeting you or watching you on the telly. I'm the only one. I feel like I'm 55-year-old. I'm only 34. Everyone calls me 50. I'm like, what's going on? Trimming that, he had his shirt on earlier. I couldn't get that shirt over my right arm.
I mean, I'd like to ask, can you remember the first time that someone joined in the show? Because I remember Chucky joining. I think I joined the same time as Angela and Jim. But I remember Dapper joined, and I think he joined the same time as Ricky. Dapper was a thug on the football pitch. We had a training session, and I thought, I'm going to chin this fucker. He was clattering everyone. I thought, is he on trial, or does he think he's going
to... Well, you were Dapper.
You were in a charity game.
Yeah, but Dapper was a professional footballer, wasn't you?
Yes. Yeah. I remember after this training, Andy Hansler came to me at the end.
you know, football show. It's not a game. You know, it's not a team. So please just forgive me. That was the answer. Oh my God.
Therefore was kicking everyone and wanted to break. I thought, what's this fella doing?
The incident I remember was when Daffer actually tried to basically take out Glenn Hoddle. That's the one I remember. Glenn Hoddle. He tried to take him out. I was like, what the hell?
I came from Tunisia. I didn't know Glenn Hoddle. It doesn't matter. He had the ball.
Yeah, that was on Canvey. That was Canvey Island. Yeah.
Yeah. Dapper was our very own Zlatan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Zinedine.
Dapper, who did you ever go at when we were at Oldham?
Joe.
Didn't you?
Manchester.
No. Was it Manchester?
Yes.
No. You had a row on the football pitch.
Yes.
Who was that footballer?
Yes. I've been sent out twice. I had my in-laws coming twice to see me. And twice by the time they arrived at the city. So, yeah.
We've just gone up to £772. So thank you to Swindon Devils, just made it. Paul Williams just done one.
Paul Williams, £25 to Paul Williams.
Thank you, Paul.
Well done, Paul.
Appreciate it. Robert Peel's just donated. MNTMCL 188 has done one, so that's good. Jason Port was Tyboy's character name. Tyboy, so I caught you singing in the street, man. What's that all about?
Oh, no way, man. Oh, Jesus. Right, so part of my, obviously I was acting a little bit, but I run theatre schools as well. And so we're raising money as well. You're raising an amazing charity tonight, but we're raising money for a local hospice. And we've also got a target of £1,000. And so what we thought we'd do is we're doing stuff with the students, but you know, glutton for punishment, we're doing a thing called Challenge Frankie, where people can go on to our page, donate some money and challenge me to do something. So I was challenged last week to go out after the clap, the NHS clap, and sing Proud Mary by Tina Turner, dressed as a nun. I live on a big street and there's always about 100 people out in my street. So, and then my wife decided to put it in the street COVID WhatsApp group. So everyone came out last Thursday and there was about 150 people watching me dressed as a nun singing Proud Mary. Yeah, so
did you do it slow, rough, or both?
No, the whole thing, mate. The whole 4 minutes, the whole let me tell you a story now. And yeah, so I've done loads of silly stuff over the last few weeks to try and raise some money for this local hospice. And actually, I've got a video. The kids have done a recording of Ain't No Mountain High Enough, which is actually premiering in about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna have to go because I'm watching that with them live on our Instagram. So yeah, so thanks for bringing that up. But yeah, you know, I think it's just been a strange time for everyone, hasn't it? It's been such a strange time, and I think things like this, and I've seen so many of my friends and contacts that are doing things to help their communities, and I think that the main thing that's come out of this is that sense of community and family, and you know, so Tim, I've got to give it to you, mate. You brought it all together tonight. It's been amazing. Just I didn't work with a lot of you guys. I was only come in for the last season, but I've you know, grown up watching you guys on the telly anyway. Like some of you people, like, you know, it's been amazing to meet you over the years as well. So so well done, mate, and you've raised loads of money. So come on, get to £1,000, people.
Yeah, man. With no respect, Frankie, for doing it, because we didn't get the pleasure, but you were on TV when I was growing up, because you were in EastEnders for ages, weren't you?
Yeah, I did EastEnders for about a year when I was a bubba. So I was only 15 when I did EastEnders, and then
as Nick Cotton's son, weren't you?
Yeah, and then I went to drama school after that, and then this was my first gig out of drama school as well, and I really cut my teeth. Like EastEnders was a big wake up call for me at 15, but when I came out of drama school, I was like, yeah, let's go and do this. I want to cut my teeth again in TV, and Dream Team was, I mean, you know, you were all there, man. We were thrown in. We were just in, weren't we? I remember that day in January where I woke up, and I live down in Kent, and I had to come through the Blackwall Tunnel, and there was about 6 inches of snow, and we were meant to be shooting the training ground scenes, and I just went, yeah, this ain't happening today. Like, we ain't shooting. Like, this not happening. So I remember like just going, I don't want to get up, because I used to whatever time my call was, whether it was 8 or whether it was 12, I used to get up at 6 and just get through that Blackwall Tunnel and then just go back to sleep at work if I didn't have to be there for a while. And I was like, oh, I'm not doing that today. I'll wait. And then I remember we got there and they were like, no, you've got to come to the training pitch. I was like, it's 6 inches of snow. We're not filming at training pitch. There's nothing to film at a training pitch. And then they were like, no, what we're going to do is we're going to shoot this scene. It's a 2-hander and we're going to stand you next to a brick wall. I'm like, all right. Happy days. And like, so what you got to do is you've got to just walk around this corner and we're just going to shoot you from the waist down sort of thing. I was like, all right, yeah, cool. They're like, but you got to put full kit on just in case we catch something. Like, oh man, it's -3. It's -3. There's 6 inches and I'm in full kit. Like my nips were coming out the shirt and everything. It was so cold. And so, if you wanted to cut teeth, it was a great place to do it. I mean, I had a great year, a great year of being 21 and doing that show, man. Woo. Yeah. Absolutely. Bit blurry at times, weren't it, Abbo?
No comment.
Funny though, on that note, you're one of the longest standing people on the show, weren't you? Like you did more episodes than anybody else, I think.
No, I think Terry probably did more than me, but I was there end of series 5, I think, to the end.
Rubbish, you was a barman in series 4.
Yeah, I was a waiter. In series 4. And then I obviously got spotted. Andy Answers saw me out the back of the restaurant, keeping the ball up, and it's history. Yeah. So yeah, no, long time, brilliant. And I know everyone. Like I know everyone on here. And yeah, I was. But that was a massive privilege to be able to work with so many brilliant people. And I just presume everybody knows each other because I know everyone. So
you've got ammo on everyone, basically. Then.
I would have if I could remember any of it, but it was just a brilliant time of absolutely gems and like Pete said, the people behind the scenes and in the office and just the whole thing. It was just a brilliant experience and so chuffed to be a part of it. Yeah. Good time.
We're at 800 and 910 pounds. So we're
come on,
close.
Amazing.
We've got a couple of questions coming from people that have donated. Did Nathan Jackson has just donated 10 quid, but in response to that, he wants a question being answered. It's a good one. Did anyone see anything from the set?
Oh, right. Okay. So I'm going to come in on that one. I'm going to come in on that one because obviously, if you were there at the end, we were there at the end, and so if you didn't steal it, it was going in a skip. And I remember at the time, everyone was just like, right, last day, and they rang that bell on the last day, and it was like, right, what can we fit in the car?
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain someone took a bed.
Yeah, we filmed in at Real Mallorca's ground, and they were playing Real Madrid, and we were supposed to be playing in white, and it was obviously they used Real Madrid as Harchester, and we managed to get into the dressing room, so I nicked a pair of Real Mallorca shorts. I've still got them. They're about that big.
Well, guys, I'm pleased to report we've done it. We've hit a grand.
Oh,
hey! Well done, everyone.
£1,010.
Thank you all. Well done.
Nick Kennedy, someone's asked, Salt Digital's asked Nick Kennedy if Terence and Ricky can reenact their final scene, they'll donate £25. So we've got a chance to get an extra.
I just think
9 minutes of the match. It's injury time. We can get £25 if Ricky and Tez reenact their final scene, or you might have to improvise it, guys.
Look, son, I've got to go. I've got to go into this witness protection program.
Go where? What? Witness what? I'm not understand.
Don't.
I've got tears sticking in my
I have to say though, Tim, in all honesty, that was one of the hardest things I've ever done in acting. Was doing that scene, because
no one knew what we were doing.
Sorry,
because no one knew what we were doing.
No, I've just never cried as much actually in doing something. Even when I read the script, I was actually crying just because I think our relationship was so close. The actual saying goodbye was a real thing. And if you'd have seen me and Ricky on that day, we were in tears.
Tez, do you remember our first take? I can't remember. It was a director that looked like Doc from Back to the Future with a big curly white hair.
Yeah.
And after our first take,
Who's that? Was that David?
Do you remember his name?
Yes, it was David.
It
Was it
is
David?
David.
Even though I wasn't there, but it was David. you knew from there.
You recognise it.
Marty!
Flux capacitor. So David comes up to us after our first take, literally, because this is the last time I'm genuinely probably going to see Tez.
Exactly.
So I'm genuinely crying. Like, it came from like proper within. Tez is blubbing. I'm blubbing, and he comes up to us. He goes, really sensitive, like, that's really good, guys. Could we do less waterworks?
Exactly.
We were like, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Maybe less stops.
Guys, I don't want to be like the only person like I normally am left in the pub drinking on my own because everybody else has left. So I'm conscious that as people have to go, that can't be me. So do we want to wrap this up, or should we do 5 more minutes?
I've got to go, Tim. Sorry, mate. I've got to
See you later.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good luck.
Hopefully we can see you soon as well. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. Nice one.
So they're going to lock the prison door, so I've got to
go.
Yeah. So I think we've reached over the grand mark. Then we owe it to everybody still watching, and this I think will stay on YouTube, so people can kind of still donate after this. Right. So we've reached the top of it, but we may still keep raising money for NHS Charities.
That's amazing.
Donate button in the description. I think we just agreed if we did. Oh, Neil's back. Welcome back. How are you, Neil? What have you been up to?
I'm good. I had an interview I had to quickly do, so I had to jump off and do that.
What are you working on at the minute?
I got a show called Stargirl, which it has just been released in the States. It's a superhero show, and I play the main villain on it. And so we had the second episode aired this week, and I think it's coming out in Britain next month.
I've got to ask you, mate, what's Westworld saying, man? What was that like?
That was so surreal. It was. I'd actually moved back to Britain. I was living in Britain for 2 months. I'd come back. I hadn't been working a lot in the States. I came back to Britain, and I knew I had enough money to kind of make it through 3 months of living in the UK before I had to either get a job or find a job. And I was looking at these shitty flats that I couldn't afford, you know, in shitty neighborhoods, and kind of feeling sorry for myself. I was on the way back on the train, and I got a call from my manager, and she said, "Do you want to be in Westworld?" I was like, "What do you mean I want to be in?" Yeah. What do you mean? And she said, "We just got a call from Jonah Nolan, the creator, and he said he wants to offer you a role in the next season." And I burst into tears on the train. Oh. And I spoke to him on the first day we were filming. And I was like, "Dude, I have no idea what happened. Why did you want to bring me on?" And I did an episode of Person of Interest, which was a show he created 5 years before. And he said when they were writing this character, they were trying to think who they wanted for it, and kept saying, "Oh, that guy from Person of Interest." So thankfully they offered it to me. But that was an insane experience. Wow. That's
what a show that is.
So humbling.
Amazing show, isn't it?
Yeah, just the scope. We were supposed to go to India. They originally had it planned that I was in Raj World, so it was in the Indian West World, and we were supposed to shoot it in India, and it got shot down by HBO because it was too expensive. So they ended up creating India in Pasadena in LA. So they brought in every brown actor they could find, and then a bunch of elephants and peacocks, and created India in Pasadena. But yeah, it looked amazing. I got to ride an elephant and pretend I was shooting a tiger. It wasn't bad.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it was fun and humbling.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
What a show. Incredible. Does anyone else want to say, anyone else want to wrap this up for us?
Tim, I'm just want to say I'm so happy to see everyone. I think we lost touch for for years now. And thank you for doing this. It's been amazing to be part of the Dream Team. For me, it's like it changed in a way my life to be in Dream Team. That's the first job I got in Dream Team. While I was trying to get back to the same restaurant I used to work in before I went to drama school. So just so happy to see the guys, and I hope we can hook up soon after all this finishes and just catch up a bit. Really lovely to see you again.
That'd be great.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well done, Tim.
Thanks so
Yeah,
much.
amazing seeing you all.
Thanks, guys.
Well played.
It was worth it just to raise over £1,000 now for an amazing cause, just by meeting up with your old mates and new mates as well, is just like, what a privilege. We're very, very fortunate to be able to do that. So yeah, big love to you all and everybody that's donated and everyone that's joined us tonight, because it's been a lot. I've laughed a lot. My face is aching from smiles.
I think the last word should be given by Georgia, because she hasn't said anything.
Yes.
Inclusivity. You're on mute, love. On mute.
On mute.
Great.
And end.
You're on mute.
We couldn't hear any word you said, Georgia, so we can't end on that.
Come and say hello, quick.
Come
here.
I'll let Ange talk. Go on, Ange.
No, come on, Georgia.
Come on, Ange.
You were muted, mate. I don't know if you.
I
think you're on still.
I think we can hear you now, Georgia.
No. All I was going to say was, you know what? I loved my time on Dream Team. I'm still friends with a lot of these guys, except for Jim. He's no longer my friend after today. But yeah, I had a great time.
You should make an effort.
What?
All I said was that you should make an effort. You clearly do. That's what I'm saying. I'm taking.
We've just gone up to £2,000.
What?
Wow.
Are you kidding?
No, man.
Influencers.
Let's get off before
that was the moment Georgia spoke. See, you just needed to hear your voice.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's what Georgia does.
Yeah, it's the power.
She comes in and takes all the glory.
Amazing.
Swear to God. Anyway, thank you, and thanks Tim for organising it.
Thank you. Thank you all. I think we should honour our. Well, I said this. We should do the theme tune as an ensemble just to finish.
Oh
this.
wow!
I don't even know.
I remember it.
That's terrible.
Tess can sing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute myself.
James, you got a new microphone, didn't you?
Jim can play the guitar.
There we go.
Yeah. Jim,
no. Neil's much better player than me. Neil, have you got your guitar by hand?
Elbow tickles a bit.
Unfortunately, it's in the other room and my headphones don't reach. Air guitar it for you.
Yeah,
which just looks like I'm wanking.
Well, if no one wants to do it, I found a guy who'd done like a version of it, which I thought was quite.
Do you know what, Tim? When you sent me that, I was like, I can't even recognise this tune.
Really?
I can't remember what it sounds like.
It was a very good year. Let me see if I can find it.
I'll just say it's so lovely to see you all again. I hope we can catch up again sometime soon, wherever, whenever.
You're muted, Pete. You're mute. We can't hear you. You're muted.
Yeah. Listen, we'd love to catch up soon with everyone, whatever it is. We'll just put a date in. If you turn up, if you're there, you're there. If you're not, you're not. We'll do it again another time.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And that's going to be in LA, right, Pete?
No, I'm not going to LA.
You've been a real friend.
I followed you for 2 years on something, and it wasn't even you.
What were you watching?
I don't know. I'm lucky I've got this up. I've got to get my kids to get this thing up for me. It's the only thing that goes up.
Peter, those earphones or earmuffs?
Well, my neighbours can hear me. I just I'm just shouting, and the neighbours keep saying, "Fucking shit!" I actually do wear hearing aids now.
Yeah. Oh, now you tell me.
Hello, we can see them.
Right.
I've lost my teeth. I'm deaf. I'm bald. I'm a right catch, me.
At least you got all your teeth. Oh no, you haven't, have you? Oh.
No, they were the first to go.
I remember.
Right.
Well, I can't remember the person who did this. I'll put a link in the description at the end just to thank him. I did message him to say, do you mind if I share this, because he's done a nice acoustic version of it. So we'll end on that. But if anyone is still watching, I've gone away from the page. You can still donate. Please keep donating. There's no reason to stop. The NHS. I owe my family's life to the NHS. If it wasn't for the NHS, you know, I wouldn't have my family. So I can't say enough how grateful I am to the staff and the workers at the NHS. I love you all very, very much. So
yeah, well done, Timbo.
Make it happen. And I'd love to see you all on the other side of this one day.
We will.
Lockdown.
Yeah.
Thank you,
That's
Tim.
love, everyone.
Nice one, brother.
All the best, guys.
Who's up? Who's up? Is that Neil?
Big love, everyone. See you later.
Big love.
Adios.
Well done, Tim.
Take care, guys.
Right, Tim. Take care. Lovely to see you guys.
Hi there. Wrong one. It's good to end on a high, isn't it? You were
fascinated watching this thing.
All right, go on then. I need to delete this one. There we go. Here we go.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Stream's ending here. Big love to everyone.
Hey, love. Peace out.
Take care, guys.
You all.
See ya.
Stay blessed, everyone.
Take care, guys.
Nice one. Nice one, Danny.
Lots of love, everyone. Take care.